we had a news conference, and they asked me the exact same question. I said, I disavow. Now, right after the program that we're talking about, and I thought it was clear, but, you know, we're talking about groups. I do have to know the name of the group, because who knows? I mean, they have to give me the name of the group. But right after, when I reviewed it, I put out a tweet and I put out on Facebook that I totally disavow. Now, everybody knew I did that, but the press refused to look at that. It was right after. And I disavowed then. I disavowed today on ABC with George Stephanopoulos. I disavowed again. I mean, how many times are you supposed to disavow? But I disavow, and hopefully it's the final time I have to do it. But if you look at Facebook and if you look at Twitter, right after the show, I put out a statement because I want everybody to be sure.
Thank you, and welcome to Disavowed. I am your always honorable and gracious and humble host, Bebo the Great. And tonight I will be taking you inside of CHAZ. No, we're not talking about Chaz Bono. Not that CHAZ. I wouldn't want to go inside of, him, her, I don't know. We are talking about CHAZ, the Capitol Hill Autonomous Zone. Yes, that's right. You now have a country inside your country. They report from the border of the United States of America, and CHAZ. We will start out slowly to make it seem like it's all flowers, sunshine, and rainbows, and people getting together and painting. Right? That's what they're doing. They're peaceful, right? Call when the cops murder. Yes. Because there's probably, 4 or 5 million incidents and interactions with the public and the police a year. And we have maybe 1,000 shootings and murders. And they act as if all of them are unjustified. No money, no war, no poverty. Yeah, they're gonna solve all the world's problems. These people living in tents in a park that can't even properly set up a garden. They're gonna solve all the world's problems. These people right here. Here's the main problem right here. The guy had to cut off the music so he wouldn't get copyrighted on YouTube. This is what they're truly fighting for in CHAZ, is the right to play music on YouTube without being flagged. Take a look at this garden they have. This is such a freaking joke. Look at this garden. They're gonna take more calories setting up the garden than the garden's gonna produce in food. They're gonna burn more calories. They're gonna be at a negative net on calories. Might as well have sat and hibernated. That garden's not gonna produce squat.
Some good music for you, brother. Let me sign it for you.
Yeah.
Please. We're doing something positive. We're trying to get a venue at the moment. We need your support.
Here's their solution. This is what's gonna fix everything. They're gonna paint Black Lives Matter on the road.
Awesome.
It's like camp class combined with art class.
Brian brought me one.
I'm sorry, I ran out of forks. Okay. That's well,
Honestly, if that happened.
That was only my friend when I see that here. So that was
and boo him, that's the problem we have right now in the nation. So we need to be able to stand together, have common conversations, figure out what's plaguing his community, what's plaguing my community.
A smoking section. Apparently you cannot smoke everywhere in this autonomous community. You can deface buildings, spray paint on buildings, but you must smoke in the smoking section.
to the protection.
I was named after Malcolm X. I was named truth. You don't know what you're talking about with the autonomous zone, because I know what the fuck I'm talking about. Maybe it's ego thing, but I know what I'm talking about with that. I do research on that. So we need to talk about it, what that means, but we also have to move in unity. Another thing, before I get off the mic, y'all need to understand. How you doing, brother? Appreciate it. Right on, right on. Another thing we need to talk about is we can't be scared of abolition. What the fuck y'all scared of? I'm sorry.
He apologizes.
What y'all scared of when it comes to
We
abolition?
can't be scared of abolition. I have no clue.
These are facts. That's law. That's legal framework. That's not law.
He apologizes for cursing.
It's history's appropriation.
They are completely well-mannered.
We need to. Defunding is the conversation after. Don't get it twisted. Check your
Defunding is the conversation after abolishing. What? Oh, look at the commies all getting together to paint their streets. Can you think of anything greater? Anything more uniting? When do us conservatives get together and start our enclave? If they are successful in keeping their enclave, we need an enclave also. Yeah, this is gonna work out great, guys. This garden is something. Believe me, there's cops in there. Believe me. So there's your first walkthrough of CHAZ. Seems very benign and uneventful. Looks just like a bunch of hippies getting together and painting on the street. And then when the sun goes down, the freaks come out at night. I'm not even sure if this is in Seattle at CHAZ, but this young lady is a very talented young lady, as you will see here in a moment.
Fuck it up, sis. 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 Fuck it up, sis.
The old lady comes in and smacks her ass. Keep it classy, Grandma.
I love it. I love it. I love it. Yes, baby. Yes. Yeah. How does it feel knowing no one wants to fuck you? That is beautiful. Yes.
Someone, did you hear that guy yell? That was classic.
Black!
Yes, sir.
Y'all love it.
How does it feel? No one will ever fuck you. Fuck it up, sis. 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 Fuck it up, sis.
There's the people we want running our country right there. Could you think of anyone more genuinely, with a moral high ground? These people clearly have the moral high ground. It doesn't get any finer quality than this in America. That is your probably first woman president right there. Now the question is, how does CHAZ treat visitors when they come from the neighboring nation of America? This is a black man trying to walk through CHAZ with an American flag. Let's see how this goes. Yes, white men calling him a race traitor. That's correct.
And that right there is the BLM.
Oh, here they go.
Get that flag out of here, bro.
Fucking fanboy.
There you have it. Apparently, they're not too fond of a black man carrying the American flag. Up next, we're going to have a preacher. Yes, a preacher is going to come in and try to preach the word of the Lord unto the heathens. We're going to see how this goes. I'm sure the protesters are on the side of God. They should be very welcoming of the message of the preacher.
Are you serious? You'll die out here, bro.
You will die out here.
Fuck that shit. Black Lives Matter. Worse than death. Black Lives Matter. You do not know that. Black Lives Matter. This thing's a lot worse than death. I don't understand, dog. Why do you care? Jesus Christ. Jesus. Talk to these people. Talk to these people. Don't do this shit. He would be displeased as fuck. He would be. What you are doing, you would be condemned. Messing up. Your own Lord would be ashamed of what you are doing right now. That man's not gonna let you pass, bro. We're not gonna let this happen, homie. We can't anymore, dude. We're done. Fuck that. Fuck that, dude. You can go home. This isn't about Jesus. If this is about Jesus, then put that shit down and talk to people. Jesus will protect you. If this is about Jesus, put that shit down and talk to people. If it's about Jesus, put your throat in. It's a hug, buddy. This is a hug. This is a very forceful hug. Yeah, that's it's a love hug. Yes. It's a rough love. Yeah. Lord Jesus, give me strength for the back. What does it feel like to get hugged by a homosexual? What does it feel? What does it feel? Will it kiss you on the face? Stick your tongue. Glory to the King. I'll kiss you on the face, buddy. Glory to the King eternal. Glory to the King. Glory to the King. Glory to the King. Use those words. Come on. King of Kings and Lord of Lords, who only has immortality, dwelling in the light which no man can approach. No man can see or has seen.
Things are going great in America, aren't they?
Forever and ever. Amen.
Give
me my phone. Give me my phone. Give me my phone. Give me my phone, Mario. I have to defend myself, bro. Give me my phone, bro. I'm ready now, bro. Give me my phone back. This is the reason why we have to march on him. Give me my phone, Mario. I'm not ready. He's stealing my phone. No, why do you here? You're trying to take away from black people.
Not where you are. You are not welcome. You are not welcome. You are not welcome. No, like, so you don't go.
We intend to meet with you at the top of the block towards the movement that is happening. We cannot do that. Do not be distracted. We get all of you people to 12 steps up the street. So the park is going to fly. Try to be up 1 step and time. Up to 12 and time.
You can't steal, man. You can't steal. You can't steal.
We have created space in the community where black women are safe.
I steal right now.
Yo, wait it out, man. Wait it out. Wait it out. Wait it out. Wait it out.
Back up.
You're all right.
Let him talk it out. I gave you a spot. Talk it out, you guys. Talk it out, you guys. Did not give you a spot. Did not give you a spot. And what did you say about the spot? You said you're not going to listen. We're here for it, man. You're welcome to say Matthew, you know you can't do it, though. All right, Matthew, didn't I tell you to play your speaker? Yes or no? Anybody over here? Come here, right here. Ask this woman right here.
Oh my God, this stupid hurts my head.
Stand over there. Stay over there. Play your speaker. Here's your phone. We're here for this. No, wait, no. Stop choking the crowd. You're choking, man. If he says that, get off.
Oh my God. Look at this guy. Oh shit, this shit is
express our religious views about the Lord Jesus Christ. We came into the Capitol Hill Autonomous Zone. We have our banners, we have our speakers. Immediately we started being harassed by people telling us that we could not be there and that we had to leave. My phone was stolen several times and then returned and then finally ultimately stolen. They put me in chokeholds several times. It's on video. They choked me. I told them to let go, then they let go. They dragged me several times. They tried to prevent me from getting to the crowd and giving our message. They ripped the signs out of our hand. They kneed me in the head. Many times they said, "You are not allowed to be here. You are not allowed to be here." I said, "Is this communist China? Is this Cuba? What do you mean? Why can't we be here?" They didn't want our message being preachers as the message of the gospel of Jesus Christ. And they didn't want it heard.
We don't want to hear that.
But you know what?
No.
God sent us here to give them that message of hope. Not a message of condemnation, hope. And they didn't want to hear it. But we kept fighting. And we're not going to stop fighting for the gospel of Jesus Christ. We will not stop. We're not going to be silent. We're not going to not form and congregate. We're not going to disperse. You know why? Because if they can hold their little protests about their views and ideas, then we're going to talk about the most important thing of all,
Amen.
which is Jesus. This place has got to get shut down immediately, Mr. Trump. I support you 100%. This has got to be controlled immediately. This is complete lawlessness in our city. Jenny Durkin is a complete failure. She's spineless. She will not stand up to these people. They've ruined this entire area. They put paint everywhere. They've trashed businesses. It's a disgrace. We need our country back. We need our country back. Our country is gone here at Capitol Hill. It's gone. It's another country. It's not America. We need it restored now.
Now we're going to meet the King of Kings, the warlord of CHAZ, CHAZ. He is a SoundCloud rapper. We're going to play his great hit song here for you to start off. They don't understand. Here is Raz Simone.
Breaking news coming out of downtown Seattle last night. Former Mayor Steve Jenkins was robbed and assaulted in his home late Thursday evening, right on the heels of rumors that he was profiting off of prisons as a lobbyist.
They don't understand why we travel. We didn't have a thing, not a scrap. They don't understand why we rob. We were starving, no one would give us a job. They don't understand all this gold. Once they started succeeding, we had to show them. They don't understand why we go to games. We tryna find that unity they stole from slaves. I just bought a top and I already used it. I like that bitch, but I be out here making music. pushing keys and hitting drums and sticks. I ain't wanna kill that nigga. I know that he's someone's son. Back in 8th grade, I was planning things. I knew I'd be a boss if I applied myself. I started running guns and I acquired wealth. That's when we started up that war with all them guys from 12. Cause they don't understand why we trap. Cause our community's underserved and we black. They don't understand why we mob. Why the fuck are we respect you or your lives? They don't understand empathy. They've only ever tried their own shoes on their feet. They never understood the way we spoke. We got our own words, we don't need to speak in code. You probably wonder to yourself why I ain't blown yet. Cause they know I know some shit that you don't know yet. And when I was younger and more naive, I presented plans of growth to some of their teams. Shit is seldomly ever the way it seems. It gets deep. If you dig too deep, could get stuck underground. 6 feet, they was on that water, Dawson's Creek. All 6 seasons, we ain't had no TV, we was on that mud, shit's creek. They don't understand why we trap. We didn't have a thing out of scrap. They don't understand why we rob. We was starving, no one would give us a job. They don't understand all this gold. Once we started succeeding, we had to show. They don't understand why we go to gangs. We tryna find that unity they stole from slaves. We put up on that grocery store and stole that food. 5 cars full, we couldn't close the door to move. We had all grown up and starved for so long that we overdid it just to trauma bond. Most of my niggas from around back in the day are now dead, schizos, addicts, or they jakes. We was little babies out here on the street while you was counting sheep. We was trying to stretch a baby from a 3. You a trapper, then you know just what I mean. These scary niggas tone deaf, they couldn't hold a key. But then they go straight to the police and they sing. This shit is crazy, someone pinched me, must be in a dream. They don't understand why we trap. We didn't have a thing out of scrap. They don't understand why we rob. We was starving, no one would give us a job. They don't understand all this gold. Once we started succeeding, we had to show. They don't understand why we go to gangs. We tryna find that unity they stole from slaves.
Experts call them super predators.
They are not just gangs of kids anymore. They are often the kinds of kids that are called super predators. No conscience, no empathy.
A group of kids who are growing up essentially fatherless, godless, and jobless.
For me, what's more disturbing is the degree to which black people bought into that.
There you have it. That's the guy that's in charge of the autonomous zone, the warlord. CHAZ is running CHAZ. Oh yeah, baby. What could possibly go wrong?
We cannot leave right now. We did not win. We need to stay out here. We need to spread it on our social media to get out here. 12 and prime, whatever you need to do. We need to be out here. This is a war, not a battle.
This is a war.
So what they did is they let up the barricade, and what did that do? That made it so that we are immediately not as concentrated. Because we were all concentrated on this line. Spread it to all of our friends, family, social media, and let them know, come out strong tomorrow. Do not let any kind of negative energy, any kind of fight happen, anything like that. This is very imperative that we all stay unified right now. You guys hear me? Yeah. This is war. It's always been war. We just didn't realize it sometimes. People spread the word, keep coming out here.
Here is the king, the warlord. You don't like that this guy is spray painting.
Yeah, we know. You don't know the owner of this place? The owner that's actually being nice and letting us stay here?
Oh, God.
You forgot. We are the police of this community now. We are the leaders of this community now.
It's someone's place, someone's property.
They're all of a sudden concerned with someone's property after they've spray painted 6 city blocks.
And you're being disrespectful. That's what the point is.
Someone does work here and live here. The precinct ain't destroyed, bro, and we stopped them from doing that.
Don't touch me. Stop. Hey, stop. Hey, no, we're just chilling. No, this is my boy right here.
They are the police. I feel so much safer now.
Assholes.
They're calling them assholes or spray painted. They spray painted the whole damn neighborhood. You see, it's about power. It's about listening to CHAZ.
Hey, yo, hey. Hey, bro. Hey, you gonna buck up on her, nigga? Chill. You gonna buck up on her? Chill. What's up?
Things are going great.
He's not trying to do I'm not doing shit. You guys are putting your hands on me. Come on. We need more people that know how to use firearms.
Here we go now. He's handing out guns. In his song, he talked about running guns, and that's how he made his money.
We just got told there's another group they're meeting with there, and then they'll
This
be
young
moving
man's
in a few minutes.
head
They'll
is going to
ready.
be on a platter. Mark my words. He hands this clown an M16.
18 know how to use a gun?
Know how to use a gun. He raises his hand, right? Yeah, I can tell he knows how to use a gun. Watch this.
Take the clip out and put it back in.
Yo, no one's gonna like fucking ask me walking.
Look at him. He don't even know how to take the clip out.
Hell no, bruh.
Keep the bell down.
Hey, keep the bell down.
Oh my.
Don't arrest me, you got my bond. I got you. Hey, I got you, just don't say any names.
Don't say any names. You recorded yourself giving him the damn gun. What's he need to say any names? What a bunch of clowns.
Get where the tires are at.
Yeah.
And sometimes it's center, but that's not as, you know.
Engine blocking tires.
This is true. It might be misinformation, it might be lies. That's why I pointed out earlier. So we're just being ready. We're not doing anything illegal.
They want to know why the guns tonight.
Just the energy that's out right now. And there's possible threats or whatever. So we're just exercising our rights.
Looking for you. I was literally looking for you. I had to take a piss.
Having a little bit of education as well.
Someone called you a proud boy.
That's a homie.
Proud boys have class. Unlike this piece of shit.
There's still people
This is classic here.
Dionysus 3,000 years ago in Greece. I know because I'm in one and I'm looking for new members.
Wait, what?
No fucking joke. But in Star Trek 6, The Undiscovered Country, Captain Kirk had to take Klingon Chancellor Gorkon to rendezvous at what you would call the United Nations in Star Trek themed land. But there's a great quote there. He was laying on his deathbed, the Klingon who got assassinated. And he said to Captain...
Oh, the women love him.
If there is to be a brave new world, our generation has the hardest time living in it.
He's getting tons of Putin-nanny.
This is a generational thing. Look at all these white kids. I have Jordans on. I'm only half white. Thank you so much.
I have Jordans on. I'm only half white.
This is a generational thing. This is not
He's trying to make a joke.
It never goes away. There's still people practicing sex cults from Dionysus 3,000 years ago in Greece. I know because I'm in one and I'm looking for new members.
Sex
But
cults.
really, though, if you understand, history does repeat itself, and it does so with greater intensity than time before.
He's the leader of the sex cult. He loves the Putin-nanny.
He said, and I'm part of a sex. I'll be out here every day when I'm actually looking for members. Yeah.
Everyone that's saying Black Lives Matter out there, at least unanimously with people that I spoke to, also believes that all lives matter. But when we say all lives matter, we say, duh. That's something that is not debatable, and we've already figured that out. But we're just looking at statistics and saying that statistically, Black lives have been affected more than, in a crazy rate from when it comes to deaths by police. And that does not mean the number, but and my thing is it's about all people, but you're wondering why is it affecting this community more? And that's just a numbers thing, you know what I'm saying? But I'm not just like, yo, I'm only here to make it so the police stop killing black people and not white people. No, I want the police to stop, whatever bad apple police officers are killing people and then having no repercussions. I want that to stop. I don't care if you're purple. I don't care what it is. But for some reason, on top of that, and this is what I'm saying when we're talking about people that are saying Black Lives Matter, the movement, for some reason, you're 3 times more likely as a black man to die by the hands of a police officer, even if you're unarmed. And even that I hate, because you can still be armed and not be doing bad things. But now we're only advocating for unarmed people, unarmed black men that get killed. Like, what if you are armed, but
well, you could be armed and doing bad things too. It is possible.
It's like, no innocent people, no people that are not, brandishing weapons and trying to shoot them at, whatever should be dying. Should be dying. Period.
No way, Captain Obvious.
And the thing is that because I think each year it's like around 500 white men die by the hands of police, and around 400 and something, it's almost 500 and 500. Black men die from police each year. And
it's 500 white men. It's 200 black men.
But about the same amount of black men and white men die each year by the hands of police. But there's only 7% black people in all of America.
13.
Very low.
I want to say it's some 13% of black people. But then there's some statistics that. There's some statistics that aren't necessarily in our favor with regards to like homicides and violent crimes and.
Oh my!
No, hey, we already know all the when it comes to black on black crime that's high. White on white crime is high too, but that's a proximity thing. It's because people in those neighborhoods know each other, so they're killing each other. That's why white on white crime is high too. But we also know that that you can go super deep if you want to go into all of the guns and drugs.
You don't even know your statistics
and all that stuff and everything. And that's a whole mess, how the media portrays things and how it just keeps on going and going. I think
what's causing a lot of the friction is the fact that they be playing Black Lives Matter on repeat while they're burning down the dang country. And so as I press rewind in my head and I look at the messaging and stuff like that, it's like the Black Lives Matter term gets highly
now it's
weaponized.
associated. Yes,
oh my God! The announcer gets it.
Was,
now,
there you have it. That's CHAZ. That's the people that we're gonna have run our nation, the future leaders of our country. Go subscribe to Disavowed on YouTube. I can be reached at disavowedpodcast.com. You have all been disavowed.
we had a news conference, and they asked me the exact same question. I said, I disavow. Now, right after the program that we're talking about, and I thought it was clear, but, you know, we're talking about groups. I do have to know the name of the group, because who knows? I mean, they have to give me the name of the group. But right after, and when I reviewed it, I put out a tweet and I put out on Facebook that I totally disavow. Now, everybody knew I did that, but the press refused to look at that. It was right after. And I disavowed then. I disavowed today on ABC with George Stephanopoulos. I disavowed again. I mean, how many times are you supposed to disavow? But I disavow. And hopefully it's the final time I have to do it. But if you look at Facebook and if you look at Twitter, right after the show, I put out a statement because I want everybody to be sure.
Shut up and sit down. Shut up and sit down.